The Juzear Clear. Let's talk about it. This is a single dynamic driver that is a $50 IEM that is from the company Juzear, which is kind of a funny name. Yeah, I'll give that to you. And this is a very fun IEM. This is given to me from a friend on a loan to review. Let's go ahead and look at the build quality of this IEM. The shell is really comfortable. It's kind of a chunky shell, kind of wide based. It has a nice metallic nozzle with a nice filter on the top for those that are worried about stuff. You'll notice it's not a very wide IEM. It's like a very kind of wide, almost roundish shell. Like it's a little bit chunky in the front. You'll notice it is a little bit more kind of like fatter and wider than the Magic 1 shell. You'll notice it's about the same height. The nozzle length is smaller than the Magic 1. It does have that nice kind of metallic nozzle on the front. The faceplate is pretty. It doesn't really have a wing on it, so it doesn't sit in ear super well. I would give comfort maybe like, I don't know, 4 out of 5, but it's not bad and it fits well and it's pretty cozy and it's pretty small. Now, I am not one to cable snob, but this is a nice cable. Like, this is like very, very similar to one of my favorite cables that I buy from AliExpress. It's about $40, and you know, it just has a nice look and feel, a nice chin slider. It feels really good in hand. It's like a 4-wire cable, and you know, for a $50 IEM, I can't tell you how nice of an IEM cable this is. It's fantastic. And this is the case. The case is also really nice. It's handsome. It's durable. So how would I describe the sound? The sound of this IEM, it's a V-shaped IEM, but it's clear, it's resolute. It's a good overall sound, especially considering its price. It has good warmth, good bass. Its upper mids are a little bit lacking, and it's I don't know. If you look at its graph isn't very impressive. But overall, the in-ear experience of this IEM is really what got it to me. Like, I tried this with all my bass tracks, and it just slams. It just hits things out of the park. It does some things well. It has a beautiful build quality, and it's only $50, so it's a definite recommendation. Let's start looking at some other graphs, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right, this is the graph of the Juzear Clear, and it is a nice looking graph. I have normalized this at around 1000 hertz. Normally, we normalize around 440 or somewhere a little bit lower, or even 500. So this is kind of what you're getting here. What you're getting here is a lot of bass shelf. You're getting a little bit of a dip from the 4 to 100 region, and you're getting a little bit more energy up to about 4K, and then it dips, and then it has pretty good sparkle and treble. Now, again, remember this IEM is $50, and it has a very, very nice, fun amount of bass. I wanted to show you some of the other Juzear IEMs and kind of how they differ, because I have graphed a couple and reviewed them both on channel, and so we can kind of go from there. Now, the 41T, my problem with the 41T is that it came across super bright, and it was really, really fatiguing and hard for me to listen to. I just didn't quite get the need for the 41T, but I mean, if you like the 41T, yeah, that's fine, but I really didn't like it myself. Another Juzear IEM that I really do like is the Juzear 61T. I really like this IEM. Has really balanced neutral tuning with a really nice bass shelf. For me, you know, personally, I prefer the 61T in a tune like that, but I do see a funness about the Juzear Clear. They just, again, so much bass, so warm, so fun for $50 is kind of its appeal, is that it hits that price point. It hits a lot of great things about it. I obviously do think the Juzear 61T is a better IEM, but again, it's also four times the price. So it's kind of something to consider. If you want a more neutral approach, I do think the 61T is a fantastic set. And that is something to consider. Another one to look at. A lot of people think V and they think something like the Schmeilcarl. And I think the Schmeilcarl, it's always going to be a special IEM to me because it was the first sample that I ever got. And so it's one of those IEMs that I'm never going to sell or gift away or anything like that. Not that I would sell samples, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's a special IEM to me. It holds a special place in my heart because of that. Now, when we look at this IEM, I like the Schmeilcarl, but the Juzear Clear just has way cleaner bass. One of my big problems with the Schmeilcarl is that early rise, that 1.5K. It comes across really weird to me, and it makes my music seem really strange, and many tracks come across sibilant and a little bit off. Although the Schmeilcarl does have nice upper treble, and it does do some things right, and it is a very fun set, I think, if I had to look at the two, it'd be hard for me to find value in the $130 Schmeilcarl versus the $50 Juzear Clear. Another one to look at. This is actually a really, really close comparison. The Kiwi Ears, can never say that. Kiwi Ears for Thalsyia has really nice kind of mids. It has a nice bass shelf. It has a lot of good things going on for this IEM. It does have a lot of energy around that 5 to 6K. It does get a little bit fatiguing. It is a little bit sharper right around 8K. And so as far as like overall sound quality, I like the Juzear Clear better. I do think that some people are going to like the Kiwi Ears for Thalsyia better, because it does have that little bit more rounded upper mids, but again, it has a lot of that energy from 4 to 6K, which really fatigues me. I like it a little bit dialed down. And everybody's sensitive to certain regions on graphs, and for me, it's definitely this 4 to 6K, and that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Another one that I like, a fun V-shape from Kinera. This one's about $150. This to me is a better set. I really like the Kinera Celeste Relentless. I think it has some fun things going on with it. I think it might be a better set for some people. It does some unique things. It's a kind of unique, fun V set that I really dig. I really think it's a fantastic set. It's not perfect, but it does a lot of things right, and it is really fun. So I kind of like the Relentless, and it is something I would encourage you guys to try or to demo if that's something you're after. But again, it is pretty hefty in price, so it is something to kind of consider in that regards. But I think these two trade blows. Honestly, I think the Juzear Clear, for its price and that joy of getting something for really cheap and that's actually a good product, there's something about the Juzear Clear, man. It's a fantastic little set. Another one, the KZ Symphony. Now this is a V-shaped set, but it is kind of all kinds of whack. The Symphony is one of those sets that I did not like. It had a ton of energy from 8 to 10K. Not a huge fan of it. Not something that I can fully recommend. But some people really like the Symphony. And I guess maybe that was really what they wanted out of an IEM, and that's fine. But for me, this extra energy here was just way too much, although it had potential. All right, Juzear Clear. Good IEM, really good. 7.6 overall, 2 stars, solid B, $50. I mean, overall tone is a 7.7. The main weaknesses are the highs. They're just not super engaging. Its mids are a little bit off, but not nearly as bad as I thought. Really nice thunderous bass, good note weight, solid imaging, but it could be a little bit better. Like, it doesn't really feel like you're hearing things and feeling things as good, but it's just a nice overall sweet little set that really does something fun and does something fun right. I really dig this set, especially for those that are after a bass heavy set. Now, if you're looking for something a little more harmony, a little bit less of a bass cannon, you might want to consider something like the Keyfine Delchi. There's other sets around that price. We can get some good things going on. I like the CCA Trio as well as something good to consider. There's a lot of different sets in this price point that I think are really solid. And I continue to try to find good sets for you guys that provide something unique for you. So the Juzear Clear, it is one of those sets that kind of has grown on me after a few days of listening. I really like it. I really think it is a competitive IEM at its price point and provides a unique signature for those people that are interested in it. I like the feel and comfort of it. I love the cable. I love the fact that it comes with a case. So often you'll buy sets like from KZ or from somewhere else and it doesn't have any packaging. For this to have world-class packaging, like the packaging to me on this is like the kind you get on, say, $100 to $150 set. It's fully impressive. I like the look of this IEM. I like the feel of it in ear. I like this IEM, especially at this price. So you guys might even see some of these go on sale sometimes for $40 or for less. If you're after a base set and you just want something simple that's packaged well, you won't have to recable, you can have a nice little package pouch to keep it in. I can't recommend this enough. Do I think it's perfect and completely neutral? No, the upper mids are a little bit janky. It has a few things that don't sound perfectly natural, but it's fun. It's engaging, and it's something that I could recommend if this is something you're looking for. And I fully have enjoyed my time testing and reviewing this IEM. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go watch another IEM video. It's done. That's the entire video. What more do you want?